Imagine how much your savings could grow if you took a break from spending. We all just maybe spent a little bit more than we anticipated for Christmas, or maybe you just want to divert your focus to other financial goals in 2025. A no spend challenge is the perfect way to get your finances on track for the new year. You and I are going to explore the 5 W's of a no spend challenge: who, what, when, where, and why. And also, I'm going to throw in a bonus tip of how. If the no spend challenge sounds like what you're looking for, let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started talking about the 5 W's, I just want to thank Britt from Plan Your One Life for asking me if I wanted to join in on this no spend challenge for January. There is one other YouTuber that will be joining us as well, and that's Tara from Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. If you have not already subscribed to their channels, make sure that you subscribe to their channels so that you can see all of the helpful tips as well as what they are providing as far as how they are doing regarding the challenge for January. Britt has generously gone ahead and provided this no spend guide for us, which is free for anyone that would like a copy of it. It talks about what it is, as well as before you start the challenge, some things that will help you to stay motivated, which also continues on the next page. And then also she has here her YouTube channel, which is Plan Your One Life. It has here where she has a no low spend challenge. Now this is not included, but if you go and join her Patreon, you will be able to get this for a very, very low cost. And this will help you to stay on track as far as the challenge. So thank you so much, Britt, for inviting me in to collaborate with you and Journey to Wisdom and Wealth regarding this challenge. And now let's go ahead and talk about the 5 W's for the no spend challenge. Right. As promised, I'm going to be sharing with you about the 5 W's for the no spend challenge and how you can get started and tailor it to your lifestyle. The first thing that we're going to talk about is who. Who can do the no spend challenge? Anyone. It's a very, very simple answer. Anyone. So this is what I say regarding it. Anyone with a heartbeat can participate in the no spend challenge. There is no age, income level, or financial background restriction on it. Anyone can partake in this challenge so that you can get on the road to financial freedom as well as reset your budget for 2025. Now we're going to talk about what is the no spend challenge and some of the things that are involved in it. What the no spend challenge is limiting non-essential purchases. You are limiting non-essential purchases for a set amount of time. So it could be for days, it could be for weeks, it could be months, or it could be the full year. For example, maybe you want to cut out the drive-through breakfast that you normally get, and you want to do this for the whole entire month of January. Then that is one of the goals that you would set for yourself. Another thing could be that maybe instead of you buying coffee out every single week, you're only going to buy coffee out 2 out of the 4 weeks. Also, another thing could be no Amazon shopping. Maybe you feel like you did way too much of it, or you did just enough of it for the month of December, and now you want to go ahead and limit all of those non-essential purchases that really could be cut out of the budget. Next, we have when for the no spend challenge. This can be done anytime. So we are resetting our budget for January 2025. However, maybe you want to do the no spend challenge every other month, or maybe you just want to do it for the last quarter of the year. So October, November, December. That is totally up to you. The only thing that I say is that you want to make sure that you are carefully planning out your no spend challenge before you decide to implement the challenge. You don't want to start the challenge and then you're fumbling your way through it. There will be some challenges with it, especially if you are not used to not spending anything at all, or maybe you want to make this a low spend challenge, what I'm doing personally. But you want to make sure that you purposely and carefully plan this out. As I stated, this can be done at any time. But if you want to go ahead and restart that budget for January 2025, let's go ahead. ahead and do it now. Do it now. Next, let's talk about where the no spend challenge can be done. Actually, there is no restriction on the location where you could do this challenge. So even if you are away from home, you're still able to do this challenge. If you are at home, you're able to do this challenge. And what I mean by that is even if you are traveling, you may still be able to do this challenge. You may have to work around and do some different planning regarding it, but you're still able to do it, especially if you are committed to no spend or low spend for the month of January. The next part that we're going to talk about is why are we doing the no spend challenge? Because I think that's really important for everybody to understand, and also for you to have the mindset and to know why exactly are you doing it. You could be looking to do the no spend challenge in order to reset your budget and pay down debt after the Christmas spending, okay? If so, this no spend is for you. If you want to break the poor spending habits that maybe you have had in the past, the no spend challenge is for you. Maybe you just want to limit the consumption of items and declutter your home of things that you feel like every single month you're bringing into your home, or maybe that you're bringing into your body as far as food consumption or drink consumption. Guess what? The no spend challenge is for you. Also, if you want to build up your savings or emergency fund, yes, you have guessed it. This is a perfect way to reset your budget, as I've stated before, and to help you move further along in your goals and give you a fresh start for January 2025. So we want to make sure that we put down reset your budget, because that's super important. And you want to make sure that you have this in the forefront. And I would highly advise that you write down all of these things that I've stated. So the who, what, when, where, why, and the how, have that somewhere where you can see it. If you have a whiteboard, make sure that you write it on the whiteboard. If you don't have a whiteboard, you can write it in a journal or a notebook paper. But make sure you have that displayed so that you can see that. Maybe you need to look at it in multiple places around your home, or maybe you need to have it in your car, on your dashboard somewhere. But have it to where you can see it so that it helps you to stay motivated during this time. Now, I also talked about that there was going to be a bonus tip that I was going to share with you guys besides the 5 W's of who, what, when, where, and why regarding the no spend challenge. We're going to be talking about the how of it, okay? You really want to make sure that you pay attention to this, and I would highly advise that you write these things down or just keep them in the back of your mind or the forefront of your mind regarding how you're going to do this no spend challenge. First of all, you need to make sure that you set rules or expectations for yourself. Set rules, expectations. Because if you don't, you're going to be setting yourself up for failure, so to speak, okay? So you need to make sure that you define the length of the challenge. Are you going to just have this challenge be for weekends only? Maybe 2 weeks out of the 4 weeks out of the month? Or technically we have about 5 weeks for the month of January 2025. Is it going to be all month long that you're going to do this challenge? Or are you going to extend it out past 1 month? You need to make sure that you have that defined as far as the rules and the expectations, and that's just one of them. Something else that you need to make sure that you are looking at are the rules regarding what you can spend on. So is it basically like you're saying, I'm going to spend on grocery money, but no eating out? Is it only essential spending only? Is it no online shopping? So make sure that you have those expectations already written down for yourself so that you know, hey, these are the limits of what I can do and what I can't do. Some other things that also fit into the how category is list beforehand all the things that you will need for the duration of the challenge. Now, for a personal example for me, I know that in the month of January, I have a baby shower that I will be going to on January 28th. So it's almost at the end of the challenge. But what I have decided to do is that I'm going to go ahead and get the gift now in the month of December, because I already have the person's registry link for where they want something for their baby. And so I think it's best that I go ahead and I prepare now, get that gift item now, so that I'm not spending money in the month of January for my low spend January month. So that is why it's so important that you must go ahead and plan out everything beforehand and set those rules and expectations and write down those things that you know may be coming up for the month of January. Next, also, you want to make sure that you track your progress. I showed you guys Britt's tracker from Plan Your One Life. And make sure that you head on over to her Patreon shop if you want to purchase that for a very minimal low cost to help you stay motivated, and also so that you can see how you are doing as far as your no spend or your low spend month. It also has on there what's motivating you regarding your no spend or your low spend, and as well as what reward item are you going to give yourself once the challenge is over. I'm kind of getting a little bit ahead of myself regarding that with your how, but I want to make sure that you put that in there, because there has to be some type of reward or gratification after you have done so well. Even if you have fallen off just a little bit regarding the challenge, you get back up and you start it over the very next day, or from that point wherever you are at. And you also want to make sure that you look at free alternatives for activities. I cannot stress that enough. I know here that the museum has a day where everybody can get in free, so that may be an activity that you can do for January. Maybe there is a parade or a festival that is going on that you want to attend. Or if you are doing like a low spend, maybe instead of paying the $15–20 for a full ticket for a movie, you go on $5 Tuesday or $5 Wednesday to the matinee, and that will save you some money. So you need to make sure that you are planning out alternatives for activities that maybe you normally do, or actually just think of some other things that maybe, you know what, I've been interested in these things and I think I may want to go ahead and give them a try. Well, I hope this has helped you in explaining exactly what a no spend challenge is. I will be doing it myself, a low spend challenge, and we will be kicking this off together on January 1st, where I'm sharing the first tip for the month that will help you as far as your no spend or your low spend challenge, as well as I'll be sharing with you guys how I'm doing as far as the low spend challenge and where I'm going to be redirecting the money that I don't spend and the reward that I have set up for myself. If you happen to enjoy this video and you are going to either be doing a no spend or a low spend, I would love to hear you in the comment section and share with me, what are you planning on doing for January 2025, or maybe one of the other months as far as no spend or low spend? I would love to hear it, and also it will help somebody else out that may be a little bit on the fence regarding doing this particular challenge, as it could be intimidating to them. So any comment that you share will be greatly appreciated. If you are looking for more budgeting, saving, mortgage-free, as well as side hustle content, please make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can be informed, and make sure you hit that all notification bell instead of the personalized bell so that you can find all of my videos in one spot, in one place, and be notified of those videos. Until the next video, guys, bye.